Welcome to educational channel. So this video I'll explain you about quadrilaterals for class 8 ICSE board. The complete information about this chapter I'll explain you now. So it's very important topic. So each and every concept in this. So and about theorems, how to prove, and based on the theorems how to solve the numerical problems also. I'll explain you one by one. And before going this chapter, so let me show you a website here. You can see the link in description below also. So if you go through this, you can find out some model test papers and question bank, and this chapter, particular all the chapters, assignment papers, including solution sets also are available. So you can go through this channel, and along with that, you can find out more information. And subscribe the channel because you'll upload only the videos which are related to education. So it's useful for you and as well as your friends. Fine. Now, so let's see the topic now. So quadrilaterals. So when you see it's a quad, right? So four. Triangle means it's a three. Tri. So it's a quad is four. Quadrilaterals. So there's a four lateral surfaces. Lateral sides. That means a closed figure bounded by four line segments. So if you take four line segment, so for example, 1, 2, 3, I have taken four like this. So this is not a quadrilateral shape. A closed figure bounded by four line segments is called quadrilaterals. So four sides. So when you take anything, now this is four sides. So four lines if you take, so one, and should be closed, two, three, four. So closed figure bounded by four line segments, and there must line segment is a endpoint. There should be endpoints. Now you can keep a vertex A, B, C, and D. And this is one of the quadrilateral taking PQRS. PQRS. Now according to the shapes and sizes of that, we have the different names of quadrilaterals: square, rectangle, trapezium, rhombus. So they're all I will show you now one by one. First of all, quadrilateral. It is a closed figure. That means, for example, if you take ABCD is a quadrilateral, it has four vertices, and PQRS is a quadrilateral. It has a four vertices. So every quadrilateral has four vertices. Now if you see this example, AB and CD are the four vertices and four sides. So you see one by one. So first of all, it's a closed figure. It's having four sides, four line segments. Okay, so taking one shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. An important thing, whenever you're writing the vertices names with the cap letters, you should go in order, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So if I write A and B and C should be here only, it should not be C here, it's not right. So either clockwise or anti-clockwise only we need to write. You can start any vertex anywhere. The letter we need to start in order A, B, C, D. So any order, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then only we can say this. So this one we have four vertices. So four vertices here, capital A, B, C, D, and every quadrilateral has four sides because the four sides closed figure. So in this figure, the AB, B to C, and C to D. So CD and AD. Okay, these four sides. So because of line segments, I am keeping line segment symbol on top. And four angles. Okay. Four angles. That is angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. So when you see this angle A, this is nothing but DAB or BAD. So this is same, either D to A and A to B. So DAB or BAD. So that is nothing but angle A. And two diagonals. So if you observe here, there are two diagonal. So diagonals means joining with line segment opposite vertices. Now I may join this A to C and D to B. So two diagonals, that is AC and BD. AC and BD. The two diagonals simply intersect at one point. So any quadrilateral, if you draw the two diagonals, two opposite vertices if you join, the two line segments will join at one point. Okay, this is a brief information about quadrilaterals. Now we'll see what is adjacent sides, opposite sides, and adjacent angle and opposite angles as well as. So let me take another quadrilateral. Say we can take anything. So these are four line segments. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it forms two diagonals joining the opposite vertices. So take let us A B C D, starting A. If I start with B, I'm writing now anti-clockwise. So AB, then must be C here, then it should be D, then it's correct. Okay, the common point. Now what is adjacent sides? Adjacent sides and adjacent angles, opposite sides and opposite angles I'll explain now. First you'll see what is adjacent side. So when you observe here, two sides of a quadrilateral having a common endpoint, right? So now AB and AD, A is the common. So and common endpoint are called nothing but adjacent or consecutive sides. Now AB and AD, A is the common point. So AB and AD are the adjacent sides. And in this AB and BC also adjacent sides, and BC and CD are adjacent sides. So when they have the common point, so common vertex. So here AB, BC, these both are adjacent to each other. Similarly, BC and CD, and similarly CD and AD, because these are the common vertex. At the same time, A is the common vertex as BA and AD. Okay. These are the adjacent sides. So two sides of a quadrilateral having a common endpoint are called adjacent sides. There should be common endpoint. A is a common endpoint for AB and AD. Like similarly, C is the common endpoint for BC and CD. So BC and CD are the adjacent sides. Right? Now opposite sides. So when you see opposite sides, in the meaning, it's the word itself it shows its meaning. Two sides of quadrilateral having no common endpoint. Okay, then only we can call it as the opposite sides. No common endpoint. So when you observe, for AD line segment, BC line segment, there is no any common endpoint. Then only we can say AD and BC are the opposite sides. That's in only quadrilateral, not all the shapes. Here AD, BC are the opposite sides, and CD is a one line segment, and AB is a line segment. There is no any common endpoint. Then you can say that they are the opposite sides. So in this given quadrilateral, AB, CD and BC and AD are the two pairs of its opposite sides. Right? Now adjacent angles. So this is about adjacent sides and opposite sides. Now when you see adjacent angles, adjacent angles, similarly opposite angles. So what is adjacent angle and what is opposite angle in quadrilateral LC? So two angles of quadrilateral having the common arm. So when you let me take one quadrilateral. Okay, taking one rectangle. So this is a quadrilateral, four sides, a closed bounded figure. So taking names A, B, C, D. Adjacent angle. Two angles of quadrilateral having a common arm are called adjacent or consecutive angles. So here angle A and angle D, right? So for A is nothing but DAB and D is nothing but ADC. So AD is a common arm for both. So when you see angle A, this is angle A, and from D, this is the angle D. So AD is a common for both. So angle A and angle D are the adjacent sides, adjacent angles. Angle A and angle D. Common arm should be again similarly angle A and angle B, because AB is the common, and angle B, angle C are the adjacent angles, and angle C and angle D are the adjacent angles. So only one thing is common arm. So they should have common arm. So common side. Now when you see the opposite angles, two angles of quadrant have not having any common arm. So not having any common. We can call them opposite angles. So in this given quadrilateral, angle A and C. So A is A and C. These both are opposite. Angle A and angle C. So this is not having any common arm. So common side. For A is just DAB and C is DCB this side. Similarly, other opposite angle is angle D and angle B. And this is one pair, and angle B, angle D are also common opposite angles because they don't have any common arms, right? So this is about adjacent angles and opposite angles. Similarly, adjacent sides and opposite sides, and every quadrilateral having these are the basic important properties you should have. And we'll see some other important results on these quadrilaterals apart from these basics. So let me explain some other important results on these quadrilaterals, including theorems.